Hello everyone, welcome back to the Shattering. I know it's been a bit. I'm Siren Richardson and I'm joined by...
Onyxe Blade, you the one and only.
Yep. Yeah. A guest may or may not show up today. We don't know yet, so we'll see. But it's been a while since we've done the last episode because I kept forgetting to schedule one, and certain things got certain schedules got mixed around trying to see if I can get stuff done right. Okay. Anyway, KOF 15 has been out for about a month now.
Yes. A little over a month.
Yeah. So, I guess I'll ask you, how do you think the game's been so far?
So I just played it recently. I've been playing KOF 15 for about a week and a half. Overall, I love the game's visuals. I like the way SK did the music and the atmosphere feels good. Now, what I would say the game's shortcoming is to me, I don't like the way, the gameplay is to a certain degree, because now that the EX moves are able to be done outside of being locked behind a meter, like a max meter, sounds like they interfere with other moves they're trying to do. And I don't like the fact that the climax for all the characters are the same way in the CD button, because sometimes when you're trying to attempt the climax, you end up just doing EX move by accident when you're not trying to do that. So I'm still getting used to game mechanics, but the visual's beautiful. I think the roster is fairly decent. The arcade mode is fun. I don't like this boss fight so much, not because it's hard, because it's just very anticlimactic for a King of Fighters game.
Right.
And I do wish the game had more modes, but because we're getting Boss Rush later this month. But besides that, I think King of Fighters 15 is a very nice game. I enjoy King of Fighters 14 more, but King of Fighters 15 is very nice, and it's a very beautiful game to look at graphic-wise.
Right. So far, I've liked it quite a bit.
What do you like about it?
Well, I mean, I like the gameplay, I like the visuals, I like just how everything kind of flows, like how it controls feels nice to me. I like the music quite a bit. It's a bit better than 14's in my opinion. I like the whole
I agree with that.
I like the whole DJ station thing. I like how some characters... I like actually how a lot of characters, they don't just feel like they were just ripped from 14. A lot of properties of certain moves have been changed, and a lot of new combos are possible. Some characters got new moves, like Luong and King of Dinosaurs. Shune is definitely interesting. It's pretty fun.
That's good. What do you feel is most improved out of the 5 returning new characters from 14 to 15 between Anton, Luong, Shune, Meitakun, and Kukri?
Out of the... Could you repeat yourself there?
The 5 returning new characters that were introduced in 14, who do you think is most improved in 15 gameplay-wise?
I'd say Luong, probably. She's got new combos, new combo routes. She's got... she's a nice new point character for me. I didn't play her in the last game, and I started playing her in this, and I actually kind of like how she plays.
That's nice.
KOD
What changed so much where you decided now you want to play Luong? Like, what do you feel like SK improved on, besides combo routes?
I don't know, it's just kind of... I mean, new colors for her definitely make it more appealing. The new graphics.
Okay.
What happened basically for me is I was playing through the canonical teams, right? Because I wanted to see most of the endings. There were a couple, because there were a couple I didn't play because the characters just did not appeal to me. Mainly Team Orochi. None of the characters really gameplay-wise appeal to me there. Um, but I do like. I did like most of the characters from Team Secret Agents, although there's characters. Most of them I wouldn't play normally, other than Luan, because now she's like, I think, on my main team. There's characters in this game that I wasn't thinking I was gonna play, but since their combo routes have changed and certain inputs have changed, and just they become a lot more fun, in my opinion. Like Clark, for example. I didn't really play Clark in the last game. I played with him a little bit, but I mainly had fun in 14 with like Hydern, Antonov, and God, who else? Who was it? I think the last character would always be interchangeable for me, but I think it usually would be Gang Il or Terry or Rock or someone like that. I'd have to go back and see my stream where I played KOF 14 to see who I played. I don't remember who it was.
Yes, Gangel, or are you okay with him not being in this game?
I don't mind. I mean, he's not super important. I like him, but I feel like they can improve on him. I feel like he doesn't deserve the amount of hate he gets compared to other characters. I feel like there's far worse characters in KOF that have been around longer, and I feel like Gang Il has the potential. I feel like he's a character that he may be kind of lame, but I think out of all of the characters from 14 that were kind of I feel like he has the most potential to get better moves. I mean, the fact that he's Kim's master alone gives him potential, because we don't know much about his master, and Kim and the other people he trained with had a lot of different moves and interesting moves and different takes on moves, and I think he could potentially get that. And I could see that the story reason being that he was just a bit rusty in 14 and he needed to get back into things or something. And
enough.
I mean, like,
how do you feel about the overall story about 15 though? How do you feel? Do you feel like it improved on things on 14? Did you think it explained the whole verse situation better, or are you kind of in the middle?
The story mode I kind of liked. I liked how some things played out. I think they handled the whole like 3D animation and story stuff better than they did in 14, but kind of lacks some of the more interesting stuff like they had in 13. As much as I didn't like reading all the huge paragraphs of text in 13, I think 13 told an interesting story, but then again, I mean, we're also dealing with a whole different level of stuff here. We got like freaking Goddess of Truth, Otamaraga, like, I don't know what to expect exactly here. But yeah, I don't know. It's just, it's not gonna, I don't know. I like it. I do like it, is the thing. I like it to a certain degree, right? I think it's a little odd, but I could get behind it.
How do you feel about Otamawaga as a final boss?
Very just anticlimactic, I think.
I agree. Love her design, but I really felt she was really disappointing. She has no personality. I think that's the part that hurts me the most. I feel like even the most boring King of Fighters boss, like I would say like Clone Zero and Verse, there was some kind of personality there. Otamawaga brought nothing.
Right.
She doesn't even have like a cocky, like a wrinkle against the player. She beats them. She says nothing to them. Like she's like just a thing.
I mean,
and it's like,
in all fairness, she is speaking a completely different language, basically, whenever she says something, basically, right?
You can translate what she's saying a lot, because you can translate what she's saying.
I guess so.
I mean, I understand she's an alien being. Like Verse doesn't speak the normal language of the character, but even Verse has certain ring quotes that he did say something to the other characters, depending who he defeated.
Yeah, but Verse has a bunch of souls trapped in him. Otamaraga, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm talking about that, but she does speak something, so you don't. Even the characters in the game doesn't understand what she's saying, but you can make it with a player can understand like a ring quote stuff. I feel like no matter if a boss is just one and done, you still give the boss some type of personality.
Fair enough.
And I thought Chronica, don't get me wrong, I still like Otamaraga better than Chronica, but even the worst boss of Mortal Kombat history got some kind of personality behind them.
Yeah.
So I do wish, like I said, I love Otamaraga's design, but SK really dropped the ball by giving her any kind of build-up and personality.
I think
and
her entrance was very odd to me. I remember it was just all of a sudden, just all these crystals came out of nowhere, and then it was like when she came in to frame, it was like one of those weird animations you see on YouTube. I feel like I don't know.
I just really wish they put in more effort into her, but it is what it is. It can't be undone now.
Yeah.
I just wish they did more with her, because like I said, I love her design. Just don't care for her lack of a personality or her gameplay. To me, it's like, don't get me wrong, I'm glad that she's not the hardest SK boss, because it's not always fun to fight a boss that's extremely annoying. And you want to get annoyed, Ruger will be here later this month, April 14th, for people who want to fight a true SK boss with all this crazy shenanigans to them.
Got 8 days.
I just don't like them. I just feel like, she's very underwhelming. And it's really disappointing because she's like the first official female boss for the final boss, not a sub-boss at that. She's the final boss for a mainline KOF game, and she's very underwhelming.
Right.
And that's why I'm disappointed about it. The thing is, SK could give a good female final boss. We've seen it in Samurai Shodown with Minazuki, because Shizuka, to me, isn't a great boss. I love her design, but Shizuka's not a great boss. So I can't use Shizuka as a thing, because Shizuka's another underwhelming boss. Like, I really am surprised that SK, who has such a amazing roster of female characters in their various video games, create such underwhelming female bosses outside of Mizuki from Samurai Shodown, I think the second one.
Yeah. Like, her moves were cheap, but they were also, I don't know.
Her moves, her moves weren't even so much as cheap, they just did a lot of damage. Because you was able to predict her when she could do the far range spike attack. Only had to be careful with Otamaraga when she did her counter.
Right.
Outside of her counter, Otamaraga is not hard to fight.
Right. It's the counter that's the only problem, at least.
Her counter could be like, sometimes you're just too busy smashing a button trying to combo, you're not paying attention to her doing her counter, because her counter comes out real fast. Then Otamaraga gets some beefy damage in there. But if you range comes correctly, and you pay attention, Otamaraga is super easy to deal with. She's easier to fight than Verse.
Right. She doesn't really have combos, is the thing.
No, she doesn't. She does damage. That's all Otamaraga has is damage. She doesn't have combos, and you can kind of spam slow sweeps on her.
Right.
So Otamaraga is like not the most difficult boss battle in King of Fighters history. She's not. I mean, I guess you put her AI at the highest level. I play King of Fighters on the casual level, so I play it normal. I don't put it on easier. I don't make it harder. But even bosses who I fight on normal level, they give me a hard time. Otamaraga does not give me a hard time. I find Verse harder to deal with than Otamaraga.
Right.
I've been enjoying King of Fighters 15. Yes, I want my girl Zarina in there, but outside of Zarina, who I'm missing a lot, I think King of Fighters 15 is an amazing game.
Yeah. I mean, in terms of characters I'd like to see return, probably, for me, it would probably be either Takuma, or Saishu, or Shenwu, or like, Hein. I think Hein would be cool. Or Krauser. Krauser is probably the one I'd like to see, probably one of the most. Obviously, one I would like to see is Hua. I'm a watch I player in 13.
He would be cool. He paired the Fate of Fury to end there. I think that was really cool to see that.
Yeah. I mean, Shen appeared in the Ash ending as well.
Yeah, he did with Duelon.
Yeah. Hopefully Duelon and Shen come back. I hope they do.
DLC characters. Maybe for season 2.
Hopefully. I mean, I hope they bring... I'm pretty sure they're going to bring Kim back just because of how...
That's kind of confirmed already a long time ago that Kim is coming back in the future DLC. We don't know with who. I hope he's with Mei Li at least. I don't care who his third partner is really. Jun would make the most sense. You do Kim, Jun, and Mei Li. I think that'd be really cool. But
yeah.
I feel like SK cannot forget Mei Li this time around. Bring back Mei Li.
The only characters I don't want to see in this game are Chang, Choi, and Chin. All those...
Chang, Choi, Chin, Tung Fu Wu. I like Tung Fu, I could do without him. I know you like Gangale, but I personally don't care for Gangale, but if he comes back, as long as Mei Li comes back. And honestly, the only other cat I would not want to see, because I find him really boring, at least for me, is Li Zhangfei. Outside of that, though, I mean, I wouldn't be mad if she came back, but outside of that, I'm welcome almost any other character to come back. Now, of course, Clone Zero, I don't care for him, but he's a boss character. He has a very slim chance of coming back.
Right. Yeah. Like, I wouldn't mind if Gangale came back because I played him, but I hope they give him... I hope they improve on him, is the thing. I hope they improve what he does and make him better. Because, like, there's characters that I think, yeah, he might be lame, but they have places to improve him. He has Taekwondo, he has moves that are similar to Kim, and they could probably... I mean, we've seen what people can, like, master characters can do, like Takuma, and he's a cool character. He can do a lot of stuff.
Takuma's very cool. I love Takuma. He's very cool.
But they just need to give him more. He has I think out of all the kind of characters that are kind of lame, I think he has the most room to improve. I think he has the most opportunity. Yeah, like you see Chang and Choi. You see Chang and Choi. I don't think they have any room to improve. They're always just the giant fat guy with the giant steel ball and the sex offender looking Freddy Krueger, and then there's Chen, which he's just the drunken master thing. And I get some people like it, but I just can't get behind it, man. And
I don't care for Chen myself. I don't hate the character per se, but I find it very unnecessary.
And the man looks like a Shih Tzu dog. I mean, I don't know. He looks like a Shih Tzu.
Fair enough. I thought you were gonna say you like the Mel Shermy.
Nah, I ain't gonna do Shermy like that. I may not like her playstyle, but she's a cool character.
Okay, anything else you want to speak about on King of Fighters?
In terms of King of Fighters, there are a couple things I'd like to talk about. Team Garo. I think Gato is definitely on my main team now. He's gonna be like my anchor character. I think
he's very good in the game.
There's a video I have in progress talking about my complaints with Hydern. Honestly, I feel like Hydern, out of all the cool characters that were in the DLC, I feel like you got done the most dirty. I think out of the DLC characters, at least, that are in this game. Like, he just feels very weak. Like, not just in the tier way, but like in the way of as a character. For like a character that has so much legacy and so much kind of power, right? He's always been in like almost every game, not as a playable character, but someone in the background. All that anticipation, it's like, I feel like
he was always a part of the story. Even he wasn't playable, he was always a part of the story.
I feel like for a character that seems very powerful and can hold his own and is the leader of the Akari Warriors, and you have Ralph, who is a top tier, and obviously that part doesn't matter too much story-wise, obviously, but Ralph is obviously a character who can punch hard. I feel like Hydern is like the osteoporosis old man among them. That's why I feel like, because like he has very little combos. His combos do very little damage as well. Not only like you have to have a ton of meter to do mild damage.
But charge for the KF game tend not to have crazy combos or they
yeah,
get
but
meter.
like there's characters like this is KOF, right? And you see like Ash and Leona who have some kind of more crazy combos. Sure, they're not full charge, but they're primarily charge. And you have characters like oh, hello Ryan Bomber. Live on a Wednesday. Yeah, I am live on a Wednesday. There was someone that was supposed to show up, but I don't think they're gonna show up. That's why it's on a Wednesday. But who knows? Maybe we'll have to reschedule with them or something. But where's it going with this? Yeah, it just Hydern feels for a character that just seems powerful. It just feels like he lacks much of a punch. You know.
I feel SK, I don't know, I can't speak, really I don't work for SK, but I feel like SK because Hyder was such a strong character in 14, I think SK tried to make sure, okay, let's make sure he's not this crazy when we put him back in 15. And the thing is, they made him too weak instead of making him, like, you know, where he's still a good character, he's just not as oppressive like, as he was in 14. Because 14 he does feel very underwhelming. Because I don't really play Hyder. But when I was playing a game with Team Rival, I played a little bit everywhere. I played Isla Dolores, who I really enjoy, and I played Heiner. When I played Heiner, he was very underwhelming.
Right.
Like, he felt like a boring character. It was like once I played, like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna not pick him no more. He'll just be part of the team, just in case, you know, because you gotta have your third member.
Like, okay.
But yeah.
In all fairness, like I don't expect super crazy combos from him, but like. The combos I get off of a wall bounce are 2-hit and then just like 2-hit off of an EX, which in this game feels like very underwhelming because those EX moves you can go into more, and the combos like just feel very odd. Not odd, like you charge like you have like very few options. You do a wall bounce, you can do Stinger again, and then maybe go into one of his supers, or you can do his Moon Slasher and maybe go into one of his supers. The most you can do that is kind of cool and requires any kind of timing is you do CD, quarter circle backward kick into his like projectile super, and then you have to hit them in their like stun state thing. But like it just feels very, I don't know. He feels like a character that does very little with it very little impact.
That's fair.
I'm probably biased in quite a few ways because he's one of my favorite KOF characters. But for a character, I feel like he deserves better.
Don't we all feel that way about our characters that we like? I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, hopefully, you know, but I think what SK will do, characters who are not seeing a lot of usage in tournaments, when May gets around here, when they get the first real balance patch, I feel like characters like Hyden will be paying attention more, giving more attention they need to do better.
I hope so, because he had a huge involvement in this story as well. He was, like, in the main cutscenes primarily, more than any other character.
Yeah, of course. Well, just because you're important, it doesn't mean you shouldn't be strong just because you're important to the story. But I do feel like Heiner definitely could use more help.
Right, but like I know, I don't expect him to be top tier, S tier like Terry, Vanessa, Ralph, or anything like that. But I expect him to be like at least like I don't know,
good,
someone you would see at least every once in a while. I mean, I haven't seen him in a single tournament. I've barely come across any of them online. And I play him.
I don't see people play him at all, Willie, myself.
I think I've come across 2 Hyderns ever. And I feel like currently, out of all the I've beaten all of them. I think I'm technically a better Hydern player. And it's funny because, I don't know, maybe it's because I have absolutely ass online. Because that's the other reason. I can't speak much about the online because I don't have a good connection, and I think the online's better than any of the other games I've played with my online. I've got Spectrum internet, right? So it's not amazing, especially since I live out in the middle of nowhere. But man, it's just, I don't know. I wish I had a better connection so I could play people online, because I really want to, and I try it. And the video didn't loop. Why didn't it loop? Oh, that's why. Okay. Anyway. Sorry about my little rant there. It's just, you know.
That's okay.
How's your experience been with the online so far?
I don't play King of Fighters really online, but I was pissed off when first SK fixed the problem recently. I believe they fixed it on Monday. King of Fighters 15 would crash where you're like at the sense of guard routine was added. The game would crash a lot. So you're in the middle of playing story mode or just having fun in it. The game would crash and you like you get discouraged of playing it because you don't know when the game's gonna crash again. But thankfully that hasn't been such a bad experience for me. And thank God when I only after like 4 or 5 crashes, I haven't dealt with that problem since then. And hopefully that will stay that way. And then when SK adds Team Southtown in May or even Rugal later this month, I hope that problem does not occur again.
Hopefully not.
But beyond that, I have been enjoying King of Fighters 15. I enjoy 14 more, but 15 is a fun game still.
Alright, fair enough. Yeah. I'm kind of the opposite. I like 15 more because, just because, I don't know, it looks better.
That's okay. A lot of people, that's fine. We're allowed to have different opinions.
Right.
We don't have to agree on the same thing. Like, I never want people to feel like someone got to agree with me. I don't like that. You agree with me? Good. But you don't agree with me, that's fine. Especially if it's like, this is nothing. We're not talking about race. We're not talking about sex or gender. We're talking about a video game. So we have different opinions on a video game. That's okay.
Yeah. It's just keep politics as far away from fighting games.
Fair enough.
We're here to beat each other up with fun-looking characters, not, you know.
Yeah, I know. Trust me, I know.
Jeez. Anyway, oh man. Anyway, yeah. So far, I've had a lot of fun with the game. Characters have. It took me like about a day to really get used to the game, because at first I'm like, I don't know, and then I played it more, and then I'm like, okay, I want to play this, and I consciously want to go back and play it. And I think that's how it is with KOF games. You're like, you're first like kind of like, I don't know, and then you have to give it a couple more hours. And you're like, okay, I'm starting to get it. I understand.
I didn't go with any game. Like, no game is like you feel comfortable with it. Either you're familiar with the series, you don't feel comfortable with it right away. But if it's still true to itself, you're gonna get a hang of it real quick.
I think the only game I've ever comfortably got into immediately was Terraria, but that's a very different type of game. And it's obviously not a fighting game, but
yeah, I don't think I ever heard of that. So I definitely didn't think I was a fighter.
It's my it's definitely my favorite. I mean, if I have to say anything about it, it's my favorite game of all time. I have like 1,200 hours on it, so I don't know. If you like exploring and you like old art styles, I'd say give it a check it out. It's fun. Jose in the chat says, "What do you think about? What do you think about when Orochi, Iori, and Leona would make a return in KOF 15 as bosses? It's obvious that they are going to copy and paste from original counterparts, like in terms of the same moves are reused, animations, etc. I don't know. I'd like to see it.
Any hints of Orochi, Iori, or Leona coming? Honestly, I'm not saying if SK brings it back, fine. I'm not gonna bitch and moan about, especially if they're free. But I think SK should focus on bringing back characters who haven't got much representation in 15. So bring back just another version of Leona and Ori to me would feel like a waste of a slot.
Well, I mean,
I'm not even that thrilled with Team Owachi, the Owachi forms coming back because I feel like it's wasting a slot as well. There should have been 3 different characters. Like SK should either do 2 of the things: either just give us regular Yashiro, Chris, and Shermie, or bring back both forms at the same time, but not make you have to get one form then pay for the secondary.
In my opinion, I think that in terms of if they were to come back, I think it'd be nice, like, if they're doing that in between DLCs, just kind of drop them, like, as a quick little nice boss thing, so it's not too much work as they're going through or something. But I'd like some original bosses, too, obviously. I'd like to see, like... I definitely like to see, as bosses, like, I don't know, probably... I know Geese is coming, so that it obviously Nightmare Geese I'd like to see, but I'd like to see Mr. Karate as a boss. That'd be cool.
That would be cool.
You know, I don't know, throw Silver in there. That might be neat. Yeah, that definitely have a different playing style. I don't know. Bring something odd back. Maybe like White from KOF, or not KOF, from Fatal Fury, or
Wild Ambitions, yes.
Not Wild Ambition, is it? No, it's not. It's the one that didn't get released in America. It's like the I forget what it's called. I'd love to see Kane as well from Garo. I think that'd be cool. I remember there is this thing, the Mugen thing. I'm like, that might be a funny, like, April Fool's boss, which would be Orochi Joe. That was kind of funny, but I don't know. They wouldn't do that, I don't think. I think really interesting concept. You know, like Shadow Andy or whatever from, like, I think it was Fatal Fury, Real Bout or something. That might be something kind of funny to see as well, as like a throwback, but I don't know. There's a lot of potential with the bosses, I'll say. There's definitely a lot of potential for them to bring back characters, and I think it'd be fun, especially if there's like, if they're not overpowered, obviously, in the roster, then yeah, that'd be a lot of fun. But if they're like overpowered when you fight them, I think that'd be kind of cool. Obviously.
Yes.
And obviously, like, I think most people agree that we want to see costumes in the game. So, I definitely love to see some costumes. Like, they do a lot, like, do some, like, costumes we can buy and stuff. Or maybe get some free ones for doing some, I don't know, like a special edit team ending, get a free one or two. Like, I don't know. I saw there was like one, because I was looking up some of the endings so I could do some of it to see if I get any of the music. And the one where they're where it's Mai, Luong, and Chizuru, I think it'd be kind of cool to see, like, get the Chizuru outfit for like Mai and Luong. That'd be kind of neat. But, you know, get some other outfits like Nest's Kyo and like original Kula, or like original Fatal Fury Terry. I don't know if they would do that one. That might be too similar, but or like Mr. Karate Rio or something like that. But yeah, I think.
Well, we time will tell what SK would do next. It will be interesting. I definitely hope Athena gets more costume DLC because she has some nice looks over the years.
I'd like to see her 2002 outfit. Definitely. Yeah, her 2002 UM outfit is really cool. I think it's her best design. Uh, I would think if they did a Kyo outfit, they'd probably do his Orochi Saga one, because that's one of the most iconic. I would say Blue Mary get some interesting outfits, but I don't know if they do the Maximum Impact one, although that one's just kind of wacky anyway. I think it would be really funny is if they, for April Fools, they gave a costume, that really shitty costume that Rock had in Maximum Impact. I think that'd be hilarious, like April Fools kind of costume. Maybe he's a boss. They put him on the most most difficult level of AI, but it's just normal Rock. I think it'd be funny. Maybe that's just my humor, but
understandable.
But yeah, I think costumes could be something that's just good for SNK as a company to make money, and you know we like to see them do that. It's I mean we like SNK games, so I can't complain if they get money and anything. Hopefully we'll get new fighting games. But shall we move on to other things to talk about? Oh wait, hold on.
Yeah, because I have to get ready to go. So if you want to cover one more topic before I go, that's perfect.
All right. Jose in the chat says, "Tell my boy Onyx this. I would rather see the Orochi forms, or the Orochi forms for the Orochi Saga characters: Chris, Shermie, Yashiro, Yori, Leona, as EX or transformations rather than taking character slots." Yeah, I agree. What would you say to that, Onyx?
I agree with him.
I'd love to see EX characters make a return, like I don't know, like Kyo with this classic moveset from like '94 and stuff, or like 13. Or see Iori's 13 moveset. Something like that.
I mean, yeah, true.
Or like, I don't know, do an EX form for Elizabeth and give her some of her other stuff, because she hasn't always had the same moveset. It feels like it kind of changes up each game a little bit.
Yeah, you do.
But, or maybe EX Hider and give him his, like, counter back. Than some of the other stuff he had, but I don't know. Let's see. In terms of other games, we could talk about if we would like to move on to that or something else. It's up to you.
I mean, if you have a topic that you want to discuss, I'm happy to discuss any topic you're ready for.
A lot. I mean, not a ton has come out about multiverses, but I think I'm excited to see where it goes. I mean, I think they said it's free, right?
Yes, it is free.
Interested to see where that goes. Same with Project L. Interested to see what they do with that. I know DNF Duel got a beta, but I didn't really follow much of what was happening with it, because I don't have a ton of interest in the game. It looks cool, I'll say that much. You got anything to say? Any new fighting game news?
No, I'm excited for the Capcom collection comes out later this
yeah.
year in the summer.
That
I'm excited for. But beyond that, like, no, because I've been busy with my own projects, as I said on my own live yesterday. So I haven't really been too excited about too many games. The only game I was really excited for, I already own it now, which is King Fighters 15. Because I'm not too into DNF Duel anymore, so I'm kind of like over that game. And so pretty much just playing what I have right now, and just looking forward to hopefully a more interesting season 2 for King Fighters 15.
Yeah.
That's all, honestly, but in terms of that, because I wish we had more to talk about, but there's not much to talk about right now.
Yeah, I was hoping the guests would show up because I thought they were going to bring some more interesting stuff to the table. But who knows? I might have to reschedule with them. Street Fighter 6. I don't know. What do you think from the trailer? You got any opinions?
Excited about it. I think as Luke's design doesn't make sense to me because I hate the fact that his shirt has his tattoo design on his shirt. Like, who wears a shirt that also has the same things as your tattoo on your body? But outside of that, I do think Street Fighter 6 has a lot of potential, and I hope Capcom learns from all the mistakes they made in Street Fighter 5.
Hopefully. I mean, at least they got some new combos in Street Fighter 5. I actually tried it out, and I thought it was pretty fun.
That's amazing. I'm glad. Like I said, I'm glad the game. I mean, don't get me wrong. At the end, Street Fighter 5 came a pretty decent game. Is it perfect? Hell no, but it's decent. But I really hope that Capcom Street Fighter 6 starts off on the right foot. It doesn't still be years to finally make the game a decent game.
I think now that Oda is kind of removed from Street Fighter, I'm hoping and I think that they are going to go in a more positive direction compared to where they kind of were with Street Fighter 5 and I think it was MVCI.
True.
But who knows? It could be the worst Street Fighter of all time for all we know. I'm just hoping it isn't.
Let's hope not. I mean, definitely was not the case.
Yeah. I'm interested to see where they go somewhat story-wise in terms of where it's taking place. Hopefully it's after Third Strike. Some characters I'd like to see return, like Makoto.
I believe it's after Third Strike, which is a good thing. I'm glad that Capcom's finally moving past keeping things before Street Fighter 3. I think Street Fighter 6 is definitely after Third Strike, so it does take place after the Third Strike series. But I think it kind of gave a hint. Look how older Ryu looks. Ryu doesn't look as young as he did in the previous games. So I think it's already a hint that Capcom is moving forward, not backwards, which is a good thing.
Yeah. Interested to see where Ryu goes, see if he has any new mechanics. Maybe he has some more similarities to Goken, kind of like how he did kinda in 5, where he had a chargeable projectile when he was in V-Trigger, and he had a counter in V-Trigger. I'm interested to see where some other characters go. Hopefully, either Goken's in it or someone who plays similar to Goken, because he's my favorite Street Fighter character. So hopefully something interesting happens there.
I hope so.
I hope Alex is in there, and yeah, I guess that's about it when it comes to that stuff. I mean, Street Fighter is not my
main game, but it's a game that's popular, so everybody knows about it. Everybody has played. I feel like a lot of people who play fighting games have played Street Fighter.
Right.
But we'll learn more in the summer because Capcom did say we'll get more news in Street Fighter 6 in summer, and so if we all are not too busy, we're free, and everything, our lives are going well, I would love to talk about Street Fighter 6 when we get more news about it.
Yeah, me too. I don't know when Blazing Strike is coming out, but hopefully
I know it's this year, but I don't know when.
Yeah, I'm interested to see where that goes. Definitely happy for King of Fighters 15. I'm hoping that we get some more cool characters. Not that any of the other characters aren't cool. I'm excited to see how Team Southtown plays. I hope they. What I'm hoping they do with Geese, at least, is they give him his crazy pretzel inputs, but make it so it's not just Raging Storm as like his level 3. I hope they do something different for some interesting stuff. Like I hope they do some more different stuff, like how Rock got some new stuff, right? I hope they bring back some stuff for Geese, like his I don't know what it's actually called, but the move that he usually has, I know it was in Tekken 7 where he rushes at you with his shoulder basically, kind of similar to Terry's power charge, but much more quick, I guess.
Yes.
Hopefully that comes back. Hopefully we get Rashomon. I don't know exactly how to pronounce it. It's his command grab super, where he throws you up in the air and hits you really hard in the gut.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I hope we get just some new stuff. Same with Billy. Same with Yamazaki. Hope we get some new stuff. Have some new ways that things work. I think it'd be very cool. But other than that, I mean, I guess that's it for now.
Okay, cool enough. Cool. Thank you for having me once again, Siren.
Yeah, no
and
problem.
I look forward to another podcast stream with you. And goodbye, everybody. Thank you for everybody in the chat who stopped by to watch the show. We truly appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
And until next time, this is honestly, I'm out. Catch you guys next time. Peace
Oh,
out, everybody.
Wait. Where can people find you, Onyxe?
Oh, you can check me out on my YouTube channel, which is Onyxe Blade, ONYXE BLADE. I also have a Twitter, that's at B_Onyx. And if you want to support any of my projects, check out Forbidden, written by Onyxe Blade on Amazon or Barnes & Nobles. Thank you again, everybody. Goodbye, Siren. Goodbye, everybody. Have a beautiful night and stay safe. And until next time, peace.
Peace.